What if I told you that the universe already said yes to your desires? The only thing getting in your way is your focus. Hi, I'm Snow White, and welcome back to Snow White and the 7 Does podcast. This episode, we're going to be going over choosing alignment over overthinking, self-sabotage, and the subtle art of letting it in. So there's 3 steps to manifestation: asking, source answering, and you letting it in. So first you ask, and you define what you want by defining what you don't want. So when you have experiences that contrast your desire, all it's doing is bringing you closer to your said desire, because now you're aware of what you do not want and you can get very clear on what you do want. So you ask and immediately source answers. Your vibration becomes real instantly. The only thing holding you back is you continuing to ask. If you already had your desire, would you still ask? The key to manifestation is to embody the version of you who has what you want. So would the version of you who has what you want ask? No. You would embody someone who is grateful, open-minded, trusting, loving. So you ask, source answers, and then you leave space to receive. You let it go. And you show gratitude as if it's already been there. And when you meditate and visualize and fully experience the experience in meditation, you wake up from that meditation and it feels like it's already happened. It feels definite because it has already happened in your mind. It's easier for you to allow it in. It's easier for you to be in that knowing state of certainty because you've already felt it, you've already experienced it. So now all you have to do is let it go and let it in. Let go of the desire as if it's already yours. You don't need to over control the situation, overthink on it. The version of you that has the desire isn't doing any of that. The version of you that has the desire is expressing gratitude and in love to source for giving you that desire. Your only job is to get into receiving mode, not to keep asking or overdoing. Because would the version of you who already has it be trying to control the situation and be burning themselves out? Go, 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 do. No, they would already have it. They wouldn't be chasing it. They wouldn't be seeking it. They wouldn't be looking for it everywhere they go. They would be in the knowing state of already receiving it. Most people don't have a receiving problem. They have a where is it problem. Trust that it's already on the way to you. Like if you're at a restaurant and you put in your order to the waiter, you're not going up to the waiter going, where is it? Where's my food? Da, 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 da. You're not going back to the chef checking on your meal. No, you trust that it's coming to you. And then you have good conversation, you laugh, you smile, you do whatever. In the meantime, knowing that your food is on the way. The more you ask, it's like you're focusing on the lack of it not being there. And the more you're in that state of lack, the further away the desire gets. Right now, if you're in that state, you're tuned into like 99.8 instead of 101.3, you know? You have to turn your dial, your personal dial, tune your energy to that of which has already received it. Not 99.8 where you're lacking of it, to 101.3 where you have it. Turn your frequency from it's missing to it's coming. You know it's on the way. You've already experienced it so vividly in meditation. You've written about it in your journal. You say you ask for money. If you want like $50,000, go into your journal and write out exactly how you're gonna spend that $50,000, exactly how you're gonna spend it, as if you're doing it in present tense or as if it's already happened. And then let it go as if it has already happened. Make it so vivid, be extremely detailed, how you're gonna spend every single cent. You cannot receive what you keep arguing with your attention. If you were already living it, would you be obsessing over it? No. You'd be living in gratitude, ease, and joy. Sometimes truth is just a glorified version of limitation. The real truth is what empowers you and uplifts you. Choose thoughts that feel better, not that are just realistic, because you're just going to keep yourself in a box. Allow your emotions to be your guiding point. Allow your emotional compass to tell you where to go. Okay, this feels good. I'll follow what feels good. This feels kind of like resistance. Well, then back away, because the key to freedom is letting go of resistance. And I hold the key to my own freedom. You hold the key to your own freedom. No one else. And all that freedom is the absence of resistance. So when you allow yourself to finally be the version of you that you want to be, that is when you are in alignment, and that is when you receive. When everything just starts to come and everything just starts to feel like magic and everything just starts to feel good because you're following what feels good. So of course you're gonna start to receive more good. If you stopped doing everything that was making you miserable today and you started putting your attention and focus on things that light you up, ignite a fire within you, make you feel so passionate, so fulfilled, you are going to exude love. You are going to exude abundance, and it will come naturally. But if you continue to choose resistance, you're blocking your blessings and you're blocking your divine path as well. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, he warns about drifting. And what that is living life without a clear purpose or a direction. He says that it's the easiest way to become controlled by fear, habits, or social expectations. So when you take the time to discover yourself, learn yourself, it's going to be easy to choose things that align with you. But if you just allow everybody else to tell you what you should want, what you should go for, what will be easiest for you, or then you're going to become aligned with the path that other people want you to take. But if you know yourself and you have a clear purpose, you have a clear direction, it's going to be really hard to defer you off of that path. And it is a fact. All highly successful people, Oprah, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, etc., they are vision driven. They didn't follow a path, they made one. For example, Steve Jobs once said, "If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to build theirs." So in our brains, we have something called the reticular activating system. It's known as RAS, R-A-S. And what that is in your brain, it will filter information based on what you focus on. If you have no vision or goal, your brain has no filter. So everything distracts you. And in a world where it has never been easier to be successful with social media and the internet and AI, it has also never been easier to become distracted. Your time is your most valuable currency. So what you spend your time doing defines you. It defines who you are as a person. What you spend your time doing. So what do you put most of your time into? Do you feel like that defines you? Because if not, then you have a problem. If yes, then you're on the right track. Without intention, your mind will drift towards what is loudest, not necessarily what's right for you. And that comes back to the example of college, 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah. And I had a conversation with my mom yesterday about the difference between her generation and my generation. And she was basically saying that it's easier, or it's about the same, to get financially started and on your feet and get a job and in today's society as it was when she graduated college in 1988. And I talked to AI about it, and it kind of debunked her, but at the same way proved her right. Because yes, it is harder if you follow that general path of 9 to 5. It is harder if you follow the college 9 to 5 path, because in 1988, there were fewer people graduating college, meaning that there were more job opportunities to those who had a college degree. Nowadays, more people are getting shot out of that mill, and it is a lot more competitive to get a job in that 9 to 5 niche. And It used to be like an equivalent, it was like $91,000 to buy a home back then, which was equivalent to $230,000 now. Now it costs $400,000 on average to buy a home in America. It's nearly half of the cost back then, but it has never been easier to be successful than in today's day and age. You do not have to work hard and grind and hustle and work 3 jobs like my mom did to become a millionaire. That is not the time that we are in anymore. I mean, you can take that route, you can, but you don't need to work harder. You should be working smarter to if you want to get there faster, if you don't want to burn yourself out, if you want to be more authentic. It's easier to be authentic and become successful. It's easier than it has ever been. If you are yourself and you produce something and create something on the internet that has value and people see that and you're able to get seen and heard, you are making money and you are doing something that you love. You choose whatever you want in this life. If you want to work for someone else and build their dream, go for it. But if you want to have your own dream and create your own path and be the most successful version of yourself, I highly, highly, highly recommend taking time with yourself to learn who you are and what you want and how to manipulate your energy into getting what you want. So being real does not mean being stuck in pain and suffering or fear. Authenticity is choosing thoughts and actions that align with who you're becoming, not who you've been. So what is self-sabotage? It's just misaligned loyalty. You aren't lazy, broken, or undisciplined. You're likely just still loyal to an old identity, one that couldn't or didn't believe that it could be easy, fun, or safe. Rewire your brainstem, literally rewire. You can physically put a brain scan on your brain and affirm different thoughts, and it will literally make different connections in your brain. So when you choose different beliefs, you form new connections, new brain stems connecting in your brain physically. You physically create new neural pathways in your brain. It physically changes your chemistry, your genetics, everything by having the belief system that you can or can't. It physically changes who you are. Rewire by choosing different thoughts slowly and consistently. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you deserve it. You are worthy. You can do it. Convince yourself. It's not about convincing anybody else. It's just about convincing yourself. Self-sabotage is a signal, not a sentence. Self-sabotage isn't random. It's energetic. When you begin to grow past what you've previously been, your nervous system naturally starts to freak out. Not because you're broken, it's just unfamiliar. You're not familiar with feeling like you're thriving. So you're getting used to this new feeling, this new consciousness, this new state of being. So next time that you feel yourself like self-sabotaging, don't shame yourself. Stop, breathe, pause, take a moment, and use this as a tool for redirection. Use this as an aha moment that I'm growing, I'm leveling up, I'm becoming that I asked for. Let it in by letting it go and moving forward even though I still feel fear. Instead of ghosting opportunities that you literally prayed for and procrastinating, let go of being anchored to your past self. Let it go. It's not a sign that you're a failure. It's your system trying to keep you safe. Acknowledge that, give yourself grace, and say thank you for these habits that I've built, that I made to keep me safe. I no longer need them. I let them go with love, and I'm ready to receive the new. Then move, even just tiny steps, into the direction of your future self. Healing is not the absence of fear. It's feeling fear, but doing it anyways. Being that greater version of yourself that doesn't care about the fear anymore because you have faith. You know that you're aligned when you're servicing your happiness first. When you're aligned, happy, and in the overflow of abundance, everything else calibrates to that. That is now your energy, your aura, your state of being. And it will become habit. Your old self will become just that. Your external world is your mirror. Allow it to reflect joy, not your struggle. And use your contrast as clarity. Use those moments where you're like, I don't like this, as clarity for what you do want. It is a step in the right direction. Figuring out what you don't want is natural. It's actually the launch pad into what you do want. But if you choose to stay stuck in the problem, it keeps you out of finding the solution. The key is to shift your attention quickly. So when you notice that this isn't aligned, this isn't what I want, get off as soon as possible. Feel the contrast, decide, release, and align. Your resistance is self-applied, and it often shows up as fear, doubt, or overthinking. Letting go is the most powerful form of action. Absolutely nothing is missing except for the version of you who believes that it has to be hard. Let it be easy. Let it be easy. Let it be fun. Let it be joyful. Let it be yours. So take time this week to ask yourself, journal, meditate on the thought of, where am I still asking instead of receiving? What belief am I loyal to that does not serve me anymore? If I trusted that the universe already said yes, how would I show up today? You're not behind, you're not doing it wrong. The moment you release resistance, it all rushes in. And faster than you can ever imagine. Greater than you could have ever imagined. If this resonated with you and you want to work on yourself more, find yourself more, learn how to meditate, all those things, the keys to manifestation, the keys to mindset, I made a 4-week high vibe challenge. It's in my link tree down below. I just love you guys so much, and I am so grateful for all of your support. I'm Snow White, this is Snow White and the 7 Does podcast. I'll see you next Wednesday.